Hey, hey. Ooh, I just saw Lori. Hey, y'all. How you doing? Happy Saturday. Thank you for joining me for Saturday morning cartomancy. This is now a hair channel that's slowly taking over. I think it's just going to look like a wig delivering card readings from here on out. Yay! Oh, it's my favorite part too. So excited. So excited to read for y'all. I hope your weekend is off to a good start. And you know, hey, Tammy. I forget to say this sometimes, y'all, but hey, this is your moment. Hey, Nisa, good morning. Good morning, good morning. If y'all haven't done this already, would you please, as a personal favor to the hair, and secondarily to me, if you haven't already, would you hit that subscribe button? It's free. And it would do a lot for me. So I would appreciate it. And if you like this video, like it. Hey, Paula. Very happy to see y'all. I forget to self-promote Libra things, but if y'all would help me out, that'd be terrific. Hey, Hillary. Hey, Stephanie. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Cards are jumping. Cards are jumping. So let's get into it. So, part of my ritual as I get ready for these readings is to listen to some channeled music. Hey, Fernando. Thanks, Lori. Appreciate you. She has a mind of her own. So I was listening to some channeled music. Hey. Y'all know that shit is uncomfortable. So Mickey Bianco, help yourself. I don't know your opinion of me, and I do not give a fuck what you think, was what came through. Was what all y'all need is, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I don't give a fuck. If this feels right to me, if this feels out loud and true to me, hey, Josie, then I'm gonna do it. Life's too short. 40 years from now, are you gonna be proud of the thing that you took a risk and did, or are you gonna be like, oh, I'm so embarrassed that I got up and sang karaoke? I'm so embarrassed that I got on IG and did that live about that thing I want to do. In 40 years, you're going to be like, whew, that shit was hard and I did it. I'm the shit. And you don't want to be thinking, oh, if only I had done that thing that I thought about doing, but you know, that one person from 5th grade was going to laugh at me. Fuck that one person from the 5th grade. In Brownsville, they boxed the skirt. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's talk to Aries. We'll be moving through the signs in order, looking at overall energy and focus for the week, what it looks like in terms of jobs, money, projects, and then it's pretty fucking delicious. And then we'll look at love, connections, relationships, friendships, family, whatever area of your connections that Spirit wants to talk about. Page of Wands jumping out for Aries, so let's get into it. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant folks. Aries. What do they need to know, Spirit, for their highest good this week? Overall energy and focus for Aries. What do they need to know for their highest good, Spirit? The truth for their highest good. Okay. And now when it comes to money, finances, projects, jobs, resources. What does Aries need to know, Spirit, for their highest good? And finally, when it comes to love, yay! Hey, Sarah, yes, please do get comfy. This is a Cancer Moon channel. Fluffy blankets are essential. Fuzzy socks, optional, but recommended. And what does Aries need to know, Spirit, in terms of love, connections, friendships, family? What do you want to bring forward for Aries, Spirit, for their highest good? Okay. Wow, you know what Spirit just said is sometimes you have to break it to make it, Aries. Sometimes you got to break it down. Sometimes you've got to say, well, I'm going to come back to what the channeled song was for this week. I do not give a fuck what you think, because I need to live my life in a way that makes me happy. No wonder Spirit was bringing that through so loud. Overall energy and focus for the week. The Tower, clarified by 4 of Wands. I mean, what a dichotomy. The Tower is things falling apart, things especially that are artificial, dissolving and revealing what's really there. True partnership. Homestead. That's weird that they're using that word. Some of y'all might literally be like buying land or building a house right now, or kind of coming up with that plan with your divine partner. Here's the other thing I'm hearing, Aries, is that for some of you, there's something coming through this week that is like, what's a Tower moment? It's a surprise. It's something that comes out of the blue and shakes us up. So this could be something like, oh, that job that I thought I had, that just fell through. And what I'm kind of feeling more like is something that is lined up falls through. And as difficult as this can be, Spirit is like, please trust that this is for you. That this is one of those cases where we're moving this out of your way because it wasn't for you. It didn't really fit you. There is something much more befitting of you. And I do get the feeling that this could be around work. I do get the feeling that this could be around income. There might be a reworking of a project that has to happen. And I want to say, like, pivot and think of it as an opportunity rather than like, oh, I fucked up and this is why this happened. Like, no, this is a pivot. The Tower is something that comes out from outside our control. So this isn't anything you fucked up. But you may get a bit of a reality check, and I want you to see that as a good thing, as much as possible. Now, why do I think this is a good thing? Like I said, I get the feeling that it is, for many of you, around jobs and income, but let's look at jobs and income. The change, I tend to think of the Wheel of Fortune as kind of like the equal and opposite of the Tower. Is like, whoa, I wasn't expecting this, except it's like, this is excellent. Like, wow, we're moving forward and fast. We have so much momentum. This is going so well. Synchronicities kind of cascading and piling up, and you taking on challenges and just like succeeding. So Aries, what I want to tell you is, if a challenge comes up, take it as a fucking opportunity. Sometimes it sucks, and we're going to get into how just sometimes it sucks, and it's okay to just be like, this sucks, okay? So I'm not telling you to like paste a fake smile on your face and be like, this is so great, I just love this Tower, it's so wonderful. No. But I am saying, what can I get out of this? And for some of you, it's going to be like, well, shit, I didn't like it. Like, I feel more free now. So that's one good thing. And Spirit's like, yes, liberation, forward momentum. Where you were, not built to last. Where you're heading, built to last, because you're going to build it. And that's what I'm hearing. So it really needs to be, Aries, and this suits you down to the ground. It really needs to be your way or the highway. I don't mean that. I don't mean like fight people and be like, no, we're doing it my way. But I do mean, yes, Tammy, exactly. Like, we can acknowledge the suck and we can keep going. Like, when where you're going is just way better, way more options. Now, when I'm looking at love and connections, I'm seeing a little bit of a mindset issue. Let's talk about it. Love, connections, friends, family. Aries, you might be feeling a little bit out in the cold this week. You may be feeling maybe rejected by somebody or ignored by someone, or perhaps for some of you, there's a feeling of like, I keep giving and giving and giving and I'm not getting in return. And Spirit is bringing some relief, okay? But Spirit's bringing the relief. They also want you to have a little bit of a mindset shift here of, here's the thing about the fives. Across the cards, in my opinion, the fives are tests. And the test is, are you going to lose yourself in feeling like, I'm having to do without, I'm having to go without, why me? Why does everybody else have the relationship or the family or the children and not me? And that's the kind of woe is me energy of the Five of Pentacles. And this is where we got to acknowledge the suck. Like, you are never going to find me on this channel talking about how you need to, like, you know, look on the bright side. I may come off as a very positive person. That's because I'm in my basement all the time. All the time. If there's a fear, if there's a rage, if there's whatever, it's down to the basement for me, and I gotta go confer with that bitch. Like, and me and my basement bitch, we gotta talk. So you in your basement, bitch, you gotta talk, Aries, because hope springs eternal. Because the way is being cleared for you. The star follows the tower. You had to be set free from the tower so that you could see the sky, see the expanse that awaits you. So for some of you, it may be the breakup of a relationship, and then it's like, well, at least I have a chance now to fall in love. At least now I have a chance to have that purity with someone. And for some of you, you may find that this person or this situation isn't ready to change and isn't going to change. And you may have to indeed trudge onward. But here's the other thing about the Five of Pentacles. These people trudging in the snow, they are walking right outside what appears to be a church, a place where you can take sanctuary if you want it. So Spirit is like, please lift your head and look around, because there is hope. Because we're bringing you something that is better for you, where you're not going to feel like this. If you have to feel like this long term, like, that ain't it. And if anybody's making you feel tossed out in the cold, say something. Say something. Take care of you. You deserve, Aries. And there's a lot of success coming with you moving with this energy, with this epiphany, with this possibly even like this no that you get. It's a redirection, okay? The Chariot. The exact right challenges are being offered to you so that you can develop the exact right talents and understandings that you need. You're being prepped for your star journey, okay? You're being prepped, so keep your eyes wide open. If anything in your life feels shaky, unstable, unsustainable, address that now, and you may be able to mitigate or avoid entirely a tower situation. Like if you feel like somebody is spoiling for a fight and you need to just go talk to them and hash it out, hash it the fuck out. Or don't, and when the tower falls, accept it and be like, all right, this is what happened. Hey, Cherokee, happy to see you. That was intense, Aries. That was intense. Let's see if we stay on this intense vibe. The music this morning was pretty intense. All right. Let's ground into Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant folks. What do Taurus need to know, Spirit, this week for their highest good? For their highest good. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant folks. What do they need to know, Spirit, for their highest good? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant folks. Overall energy and focus. Okay. Now it comes to money, jobs, projects, finances for Taurus. What do they need to know, Spirit, for their highest good? Okay. And finally, when it comes to connections, love, friendships, family, romance, what do you want to talk to Taurus about, Spirit? What do they need to know this week for their highest good? All right. Ooh. Okay. Okay. How many of y'all have Aries placements, Taurus? Okay. Let's talk about it. Hey, Jackie. Overall energy and focus for this week. Some of y'all may well have Aries placements. 9 of Swords, 4 of Wands. This makes me a little happier than the Tower, to be honest, because the 9 of Swords is internal. It's anxiety. It's analysis paralysis. It's a lot, it actually has something in common with that 5 of Pentacles energy for those of you that do have Aries placements, where it's like, this is not a judgment, this is not blame, this is an observation from Spirit. You're looking a lot at what could go wrong, what's not working, etc. And you might be not noticing like how beautiful certain aspects of your life are going and how things are shaping up. This is a beautiful foundation. This is happy home, happy partnership, like home and hearth. This is something built to last. And Nine of Swords is just stacking up your fears and staring at them, like making fucking a mural of everything you've ever been terrified of every bit of existential dread, and then walking into your bedroom, climbing into your bed, looking up at your existential dread and going, God, I hope I have good dreams tonight. Like, Taurus, you might be arming yourself with like, this could go wrong, this could go wrong, this could go wrong, because you feel like it's going to assist you. But I actually feel like that energy will drag you down, if anything, this week. Lean on the people who love you. Lean on the people, the partners, the friends, the family members, and remembering that family can be blood, family can also be chosen. Rely on your family. Share this, okay? A burden shared is a burden lifted. If there is some secret, if there is some shame, if there is something that you're like, either this is too silly to talk about, or this is too ugly to talk about, or whatever your hangups might be about what you're afraid of, let them out. Like, share them. If you're not willing to share them with another human being, I understand. You need to put them on paper. We need to have a brain dump moment, whatever, Taurus, and you just need to be like, I'm scared of this. And is it worth it for me to go ahead and do this anyway? These are general readings, of course, Taurus. So it's like whether this is, should I commit wholeheartedly to this relationship? Should I commit wholeheartedly to this venture? I'm going to say the same thing I said in the beginning. Are you going to be proud of yourself in 40 years? Are you going to be proud of yourself for what you've done? Or are you going to be like, oh, I'm so embarrassed that I put up that post on Facebook. I'm going to be so embarrassed that I built my own website. I'm going to be so, no. Or are you going to be like, look at me, look at this memory book when I flip back in the photo album and look at me building my baby website. Look at me building my baby social media account, whatever, Taurus. It's worth it, and it outweighs your fears. And if it doesn't outweigh your fears, then that's okay. Sometimes we're like, this is my big dream. I'm just going to give you an example. Taurus, if there were a person that you were interested in and you were like, oh boy, like I really want to say something, but this could be really embarrassing. 40 years from now, you could be happily married with this person, or you could have never said anything and like both of you went your separate ways and nothing ever happened. It's not catastrophic, but it's like, is a little bit of embarrassment, temporary embarrassment of somebody maybe saying like, no, I'm sorry, you're not qualified for this job, or no, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Is that temporary embarrassment or shame or worry worth missing out on this big, huge thing? Or is this big, huge thing worth a little bit of temporary embarrassment? That's up to you. But it feels pretty fucking good to me. Okay. Some of you, your fear, your worry is around work. When we're looking at work, job, finances, money, Nine of Swords followed immediately by the Ten of Swords, and let's just also note Three of Swords, Four of Swords. Spirit is daring you to try something new. Spirit is daring you to give up on something that hasn't been working for you, that makes you feel dead on your feet, that is exhausting, that is not making you happy. Like, just to be honest. And I want to make a distinction. I know some of us just fucking have to work at the fucking gas station. Like, oh, well, this doesn't make me happy, but it pays the bills and I can't just quit this job. Totally get it. Totally get it. So some of you might be feeling like this and it's like, and I got to go in for my shift tomorrow. And I just want to give you my heartfelt empathy for that. But also, Spirit is like, look out to see. Look out at what else is possible. Three of Wands is you have some skills and you've already taken them quite far. If we could think of the Ten of Wands as the top of the mountain, the Three of Wands is I have hit base camp 3. I can see a lot more. I can understand a lot more where I'm going and what's possible. And Spirit wants you to consider what is possible and not limit yourself. Again, share and lean on people who care about you and want to see you having this enduring success. They will assist you. They will also assist you in letting go of, again, whether it's a job, a habit, a project that you'd been trying to do or trying to drum up excitement about and you just haven't. You're going to know the difference, Taurus, between like am I scared and that's why I'm quitting on this? Or am I actually like, this does nothing for me? Like I try to dredge up enthusiasm for this and there's just nothing there. If that is the case, to the extent that you can, let it go. Let it go. There is something better out there for you. Ships coming in, ships going out. If you can't quit this job tomorrow, you know what you can do is start applying for a dozen jobs every single night. And don't worry about who says you're qualified or not. Let them decide. If it looks good to you, if you're down for it and you need out, you apply and apply and apply and apply. Okay? Now, Taurus. Spirit is doubling down on this idea with the Three of Wands that there is something that you have a great skill with that you can take somewhere if you so choose. Now, when it comes to the realm of relationships, connections, family, friends, romance, you show up as the King of Wands. A powerful... Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my God, we're back. Okay. All right. We're totally here, Taurus. So, you're coming through as this amazing creator, right? And here is someone who sees you. Who sees you. This could be commitment. This could be the beginning of something really beautiful. Boy, gosh, when I see these two cards together, it really is an indicator that there could be some long-term romantic potential. And somebody sees you as extremely capable, extremely charismatic, creative, amazing. And I hope that you can see yourself like that, Taurus. I hope that you can manage your talents and your time effectively like a King of Wands does. What am I great at? And especially, I'm going to again bring it back to that Three of Wands. If you have some talent, some gift, some skill, and you want to make more of it, Spirit is like, please dare and please ask for help. Please share with the people who love you. They will assist you. They will propel you forward. Okay? Ooh-wee. It's pretty beautiful, Taurus. Hey, hey, Gaia. Very, very happy to see y'all. Ooh, God. Okay, that was intense. I kind of had a feeling this was going to be an intense week. A lot of intense astrological transits. Let's go with it. Resistance is futile. Into the basement we go. Okay, Spirit throwing out cards. So let's talk to Gemini. Let's talk to the talker. Gemini. Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. Spirit, what do they need to know for their highest good? Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant folks. What do they need to know? Gemini. Gemini. Their highest good this week, Spirit. Overall energy and focus, okay? That was quick. Okay, and when it comes to jobs, money, resources, finances for Gemini, Spirit, what does Gemini need to know? Their highest good this week, okay? And when it comes to love, family, connections, romance, friendship, what do you want to highlight for Gemini this week, Spirit, in the realm of emotions? Okay. Wow. Wow. You might have an incredible inspiration this week. You, Gemini, could give birth to something that could offer you great luxury, great enjoyment, great pleasure. You have the two sisters of the beginning of the tarot. Number 2, the High Priestess, followed directly by number 3, her younger sister, the Empress. The High Priestess is the liminal space, the intuition, the quiet place where you drop into your soul and listen to what it has to say. And Gemini, you're going to know this voice because it doesn't scream like anxiety. It doesn't holler like emotion. It's quiet. It's underneath everything. It's the small voice. It's never going to grab you by the throat again like anxiety does, or grab you by the heart like emotion does. Intuition is that quiet voice that comes through, and it's like, it brings a feeling of peace even if you don't like the answer. Like, that's how you really know it's intuition, is like oh, this relationship isn't going to work out. And you're just like, oh, shit, well, there that is. Fuck. Okay, like it's intense. Hey, Diane, you are so kind. You are so kind. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So, dropping into your soul, listening to your quiet voice is going to bring through some amazing creativity. Amazing gifts. Hey, Lydia. You sitting pretty, Gemini. You feeling seen, heard, respected, desired is also what I'm hearing. And it comes from within. There's something that you have. Some of you I'm actually hearing are literally like artists, writers, even models. And it's like listening to your intuition and putting yourself out there to be adored, desired, even worshipped. It looks pretty fucking good, Gemini. When do you feel you're most worthy? That's what Spirit wants for you this week. To lean into how worthy you are. And again, I'm going to come back to the channeled music of, I don't give a fuck what you think of me. I give a fuck what I think of me. Because if I like me and I think I'm doing great, then I'm going to have people around me that like me and think I'm doing great. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to money, this is pretty... Look at the imagery here. Look at how they match. Gentle, moderate adjustments create infinite possibilities. So moving around your resources, thinking about how you distribute. No extremes this week, Gemini. You can be a little bit, you know, like one end of the spectrum or the other. I know, Hillary, it's so Gemini, it's crazy. And these two cards in particular, it's like little by little, gently. Moderation. Temperance is the old school word for not drinking. So some of you may be doing like, maybe you just did sober September, or maybe you're like, I'm late and I'm doing sober October. Like, it will serve you well for those of you that are trying to be a little healthier. That's the other thing I'm hearing, because let's remember that resources include the physical, like your body, your energy. So taking a little better care of yourself. I'm also hearing hydrate, 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 hydrate. Gemini, some of y'all are straight up like parched. That's what I'm hearing. So please take care of your body, keep it nice and lubricated, and also keep your budget nice and easy, nice and lubricated, moving around a few little things at a time. You don't need to do any big overhauls when it comes to your money or your body or your diet, any of that, but gentle adjustments are going to like have exponential returns this week. That's what I'm hearing. So if you've been waiting to adjust your budget, if you've been waiting to invest in something and now you're like, you know what, I could take 10 bucks a month or whatever and invest into this thing that I want, or this trip that I want to take, or whatever it is, do that. Move a little at a time. Infinity loop. It'll come around. Now, why, Gemini, do I think it's really important for you to be with yourself, High Priestess, and to feel in turn worthy of being adored? When it comes to connections, relationships, somebody don't get it. And somebody don't get you. And if they don't get you, then they shouldn't get to have you. Like, has anybody ever... Spirit's bringing me a quote from a great movie called Grosse Point Blank. And there is a scene in which this fucking broody ass, you know, black suit ass John Cusack, oh, I love you, but I can't be with you, that kind of shit. And the woman in the film that he's like, oh, I like you, but I can't be with you, is like, you don't get to have me. Do you not get it? You don't get to have me. Like, you don't get both. So somebody is not allowed to have you while looking around at other things. And if somebody is making you feel separate, betrayed, unheard, whatever, Three of Swords is painful thoughts and thoughts of betrayal, if not outright betrayal. And we see a 3 and a 3 here. There could even be a 3-party situation where you feel like you're with somebody who is looking at other options and things like that. And if that is the case, then it is time for you to start looking at your options. And to be honest, I would say you are so beyond attractive and worth it. Like, I would say don't waste your time on anybody who makes you feel not worth it. That's just how I'm hearing it, is like, they don't think I'm worth it. They don't think I'm worth texting back or calling back or DMing or whatever the fuck. And it's like, okay, next. I'm the fucking Empress. Next. It's a good week, Gemini. But if you do experience a disappointment from someone you care about, whether that be romantic or whether that be a family member, whatever, Spirit is wanting you to come back to always and remember your own worth. And there's times where it's okay to compromise, but don't compromise yourself and don't compromise on your ideals, okay? If you have certain values and expectations, don't lie to yourself. And that's how Spirit's putting it. Like, don't lie to yourself that, like, I'm okay doing this casually, or I'm okay doing this not at all, or I'm okay being friends with benefits or whatever, when what you really want is like a commitment. If you want something, say something. And if it causes 3 of Swords where the person's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not capable of doing that, well, then they're not capable of doing that. And we'll come back to what Spirit said and kept repeating last week. If you're too much for them, then they're not enough for you. I hope that's helpful, Gemini. And now, let's dive into Cancerian waters. The moon children, let's talk. Coming up on a new moon. Ready to renew yourself again, Cancer? Interesting, that's how Spirit's coming through. Okay, so Spirit for Cancer. Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. Cancer dominant folks. Spirit, what do they need to know for their highest good? Cancer. Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and dominant folks. Overall energy and focus for this week. Okay? And when it comes to jobs, finances, projects, money, what does Cancer need to know? Okay. And finally, when it comes to love, connections, relationships, what does Cancer need to know, Spirit, for their highest good? Okay, throwing cards. What do they need to know, please, Spirit, for their highest good? Cancer. Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, and dominant folks. Wow. Wow. Okay. Forgive me. Ooh, okay. So, how many of y'all have Gemini placements? Spirit never ceases to amaze me. I swear, when I shuffle these cards, like, I separate the cards from each other within the deck and then shuffle the whole deck. But hey, that overlap thing, just be real. Overall energy and focus for the week. A little bit of adjustment could make some dreams come true. 2 of Pentacles. I'm actually hearing making an adjustment. Hey, Maggie. I'm hearing making an adjustment to your workflow. And that creates like overflow in a good way. It's like, holy, hey, Melody. Welcome with that good Cancerian timing. There's something that's, it's way worth your time. It's way worth your time to even, okay, this is literally what they're showing me now is like planners. So maybe some of y'all are like planner people that are like, I like to put it on pen and paper. I need it like right in front of me. And Spirit's like, yes, 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 yes. So you might be adjusting your workflow. You might be, for the first time ever, kind of documenting what you want your workflow to be so that you can get what you want. Like, how am I going to make more money? How am I going to get more business or clients or interest or whatever I want in life? More money, more resources. How do I get what I want? First, got to acknowledge what you want and be comfortable and be like, okay, so I want to be rich, or I want to be famous, or I want to be an artist, or whatever. Be shameless and make moves. Be shameless and make moves. Okay, Cancer? Those that's your like 5-word reading for the week. Hey, Maggie. Hey, they were speaking for somebody, a couple of somebodies, to be honest. Okay. Now, how exciting is this? When it comes to jobs, finances, projects, possibilities in the realm of money and resources, you have, I'm learning and I'm growing. I have taken the lessons from everything that I've been, look, making adjustments based on what you've learned creates exponential, skills, creates, hey, there we go. Hey, so is there some like crossover between being a Cancer and being a big planner person? Wait till I show y'all what I did for myself for my birthday. But okay, we're gonna wait. Okay, so Six of Swords. I've learned. I'm moving on to clearer, better days, more expansive places as well. And Eight of Pentacles is the apprentice on the precipice of being a master. Ooh, thank you, Hillary. Good to know. Eight of Pentacles is working hard and joyfully. It's like putting in the time and the sweat, but we don't need your blood or your tears. If you cry a few tears, that's okay. But they will be tears of joy, is what this looks like, because the Eight of Pentacles is undertaking something very joyfully, because it's like, this is my work. This is my skill. This is my type of life and resource that I want to build. And when you put your time and your intelligence into that, Cancer, it's like I said, this is growth exponentially in terms of skill and in terms of money. So the more that you put into bettering yourself, the better and fatter your bank account grows. It's just what I'm hearing. You've got big wishes coming true energy. And if, the financial stuff wasn't looking good enough to you, let's just show you who shows up in the realm of Melody. Oh my God, thank you so much. I so appreciate that. Look who is showing up in the realm of love, connections, friends, family, emotions, etc. It's going to be different for every Cancer. Some of y'all are actually bringing forward this King of Pentacles energy, but the truth is, whenever we encounter a court card in the tarot and in life, it is because that person is meant to activate and resonate with the King of Pentacles inside of us. So some of you all are summoning this King of Pentacles person towards you, someone who really knows themselves, someone who really knows their skills, someone who manages their money, time, talent very well. And hey, they might teach you something. They might teach you something really valuable where it's like, hey, just this minor little tweak might set everything off. So keep your eyes open for this person who is grounded. They may be an actual earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but they could also be an Aquarius that has a Taurus moon and you never knew about it. So keep that in mind. Don't put the blinders on. Whoever it is that is when they walk, you feel their gravity. That's how Spirit's putting it. This person is a king. They won't be mistaken for a knight or a page. This person knows who they are, knows what they want, and they are executing on it. Now, it's funny. The Four of Cups is actually a Cancer-related card. And we can get sentimental and stuck, Cancer. Spoken as a Cancer moon, I can say that sometimes, I don't know if you can read her hoodie, but it says, over it. I'm fucking over it. This is what I wanted. Where is it? We look at the past. We look at how things should have been. And Spirit is like, oh, please, please, please recognize that we're going to give you something so much better. We have a bigger, better, higher imagination than you do. So you think, ooh, that's what I want. And this is the best it could ever be. And they're like, ooh, girl, wait till we surprise you. You think that's the best it could ever be. You thought Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups was good enough? How about a King of Pentacles? How about the sun? How about you shining? I'm actually hearing for some of you, you're going to have multiple suitors. You're going to have multiple people popping up in your phone or popping up in your fucking DMs or whatever, being like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you. Oh my God, you. Cancer. Showing off, feeling empowered, knowing what you want and going for it. Knowing what might go wrong and what might disappoint you and blah, 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 and going for it anyway because you're like, this is for me. This is what I need to do. And I don't even care how successful. I mean, of course you care. Of course you want it to be successful, right? And I think it will be. Nine of Cups, King of Pentacles. But the point is to do it and to do it full out. If we go into This is funny, but this is how Spirit's putting it. Maybe some of you are dancers. If we go into a dance competition or even like a dance class, and it's like what we're concentrating on is, what does everybody think? What does everybody think? Like, do they think I look good? Do they think I look cool? The performance is very different than when we are in it. Spirit wants you in it. Spirit wants you in you. Spirit wants you glowing from the inside out. You're glowing, Cancer. If you want something, ask for it. There are people around who want to give it to you, people who want to assist you. Looks pretty great. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, all right. I hope that is helpful, Cancer. And now, let's talk to Leo. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising, and Dominant folks. Yay! Thank you, thank you. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising, and Dominant folks. What do they need to know this week, Spirit? Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Overall energy and focus for Leo, okay? And when it comes to jobs, money, finances, projects, what does Leo need to know, Spirit? Quick reminder, I put a birth chart generator in the comments below, so if any of you are like moon sign, rising sign, what is that, or how would I find out, or you want to cross-watch for other people you love, you can use that birth chart generator to find out all of your planets and signs. Okay, Leo, when it comes to finances and projects, resources, money, okay? And finally, when it comes to connections, love, family, friendships, what does Leo need to know for their highest good? Woo! Okay, we're going to talk about it, Leo. Ooh. Okay. Leo. You might have a little bit of a breakthrough this week. Overall energy and focus. 9 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands is the card that we get when Spirit is like, you are right at the edge of something. You are right at the precipice of a breakthrough. Don't give up. Don't give up. Be vigilant. The payoff is coming. I'm feeling like y'all are going to get several, it's like offers, it's opportunities, it's, I'm also hearing referrals, very literally, where maybe you did something for somebody and then here come 2 or 3 people being like, oh, hey, like, so that thing you do, can I pay you for that? And you're like, oh, I mean, I sure have gathered up a lot of skills over this time, and I sure have been waiting for a bit of a break, because look at this chick in the 9 of Wands. Like, she's battered, she bruised, she tired. Like, she's been through it. So it is about time for her to get her payoff. So generosity will be given, and I believe that you are also going to be generous to people this week, Leo. That tends to be your way. If someone gives to you, you tend to want to pay that forward. And I want to say, definitely do pay it forward, but also make sure that you are taking in the gratitude and the appreciation that people want to give to you. Don't brush it off. I don't know why I'm hearing that, Leo, but that's what I'm hearing. So some of you might be having a little bit of a prideful moment and you want to brush off what other people are trying to give to you, and Spirit's like, please don't. Whether somebody gives you a compliment or wants to Venmo you or whatever, like, please just take it and say thank you. Let's talk about it. When it comes to money, finances, projects, how much clearer and more literal do we need to get? Some of y'all have Cancer placements. That you are looking at things from kind of a limited perspective. You're a little bored, a little disenchanted, a little bit like, okay, so when are these cups going to start spontaneously filling themselves and bubbling over? And Spirit's like, you know that these have been empty. Let them sit. We have something better for you. we have something new and refreshing and delightful and overflowing for you. This is going to bust your heart wide open. Let people pay attention. Let people appreciate you. Let people give to you. It's going to be better than what you're expecting. That's the other thing about the Four of Cups, is it is a card of like boredom, disenchantment, like meh, like crossing your arms and being like, is it ever going to get any better? And then Spirit's like, yes, yes. We've been promising. But your job, Leo, is to uncross your arms and get over it. Like, get under it. It's for you, Leo. But we're going to need you to uncross your arms and keep your eyes open and up. Not low on what's not working or what's unfulfilled, but up in your eye line to what is possible, to what is coming. You don't want to miss it. And with this card, there's a danger that you'll miss it because you're like, I'm just going to give you the example Spirit's giving me, okay? You're looking at your shitty ex being like, when are they going to contact me? When are they going to contact me? When are they going to contact me? And meanwhile, there's like this new love, this new person that wants to come in. And if you are so focused on the ex and whatever, you may never even see this person for what they are and what they're bringing to you. Now, this is coming in the realm of money and projects. So the same thing could apply to like, hey, there may be better than what you're accepting right now. And if you're over it, like this chick, but you're taking empty cups or just a few drops instead of what could be this big overflowing cup, I would say no judgment, but consider getting yourself something that's going to make you a little happier. Now, why do I say that, Leo? Let's dive right into relationships. Yikes! 10 of Swords. Someone finally fucking hurts you enough that you're like, okay, even my loyal fucking lion ass has to tap out at some point and be like, you know what, I'm good on my own. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is literally the single and happy card. 10 of Swords is literally the like, it's over. It's done. Like, there's even like kind of an implied defeat. And the 10 of Swords, swords are words. You're not going to have to worry about that you're physically going to be like this, although, right as I say that, Spirit says some of you have, and you're going to know if this applies to you, Leo, so don't worry. Some of you have existing back issues or spinal issues, and I want you to be extra careful not to overburden yourself and push yourself too far. Take breaks, value your work and yourself and your time enough to take breaks. But, like I said, for some of you, this is a pretty fucking clear sign of like an end of a connection. Like, this is, you tried everything. You said everything you could. You tried to persuade every way that you could. You know, argued back and forth 1,000 times and tried every which way to convince or persuade or to understand, etc. And it just didn't pan out. And at some point, when the 10 of Swords shows up, it's time to let go. And say, okay, they're into somebody else, or they're not ready for this, or whatever. And you know what? It's okay, because I'm great. And that is what the 9 of Pentacles is. I mean, if you just Googled 9 of Pentacles, single and happy would be one of the things that pops up. This is the only card in the deck for the successfully self-employed person who is like, wow, let me take a second to look around at this orchard that I have cultivated for myself and really give myself thanks for everything that I've put in. So, some of y'all may be sick and tired of people disappointing you or not giving to you the same way that you give. Let them go. You've come very far. You have a lot to be proud of and a lot to give. Celebrate your independence, your individuality, your productivity. Celebrate how far you've come, how much you've grown. And I guarantee that when you are aware of how good you are, of how much you've grown, of how much you're worth, that you will begin to open up to people who see that in you. When we have blinders on to our own worthwhileness, when we have blinders on and we're only looking at one person or one option, we can end up here. So let's pick our eyes up. There's a lot to be grateful for. And there's a lot to look forward to. So let's open up and look forward to it. Okay, Leo? Deal. I'm going to assume you said yes. An enthusiastic yes. I'm going to assume that you like spun a noisemaker. Okay. All right. So from Leo, let's ground ourselves back into Virgo and see what Spirit wants to tell Mutable Earth this week. What advice do you want to offer Virgo Spirit for their highest good? A weekly message for Virgo. What's coming up? Overall energy and focus for Virgo Spirit this week. What do they need to know for their highest good? Ooh, feel you, Paula. Feel you. That was a pretty straightforward freaking reading. That's good that you know your worth. Everything lost will be replaced. And everything we give up willingly. Can I just show you what popped up? When you give away what's not good enough, you bring in what is exactly befitting of you. Okay. Okay, now we're fully moving to Virgo. All right. Leo needed a last little bit of reassurance. Okay. Virgo. Overall focus and energy for the week for Virgo. Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Spirit just threw one of your cards. Okay. One more please for Virgo Spirit. Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant folks. What do we need to know? Okay. In the realm of projects, money, resources, finances. Okay. Interesting. And finally, Spirit, in the realm of connections, family, friends, love. What do you want to tell Virgo for their highest good? Wow. 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 Okay. All right. All right. This is a healing week, Virgo. Let's look at the overall focus and energy. How glorious is this? How jealous am I right now that I don't have a single damn Virgo placement? Shit. This is fantastic. Virgo, the Fool, dropping right off the cliff in over your head with the Ten of Cups. It's almost too good. The Fool, I'm going for it. I'm taking this leap of faith. I'm doing what feels right to me. And here comes all of the confirmation that you could have needed. Here come all of the people, all of the appreciation, all of the notes, all of the things to say, this is the right move. Following your heart, letting go of the baggage and pursuing what you want to pursue. That's a fucking act of rebellion, a beautiful rebellion. You're a rebel with a cause this week, Virgo. And you're going to make a lot of people happy with this move you're making. And it starts with making you happy. It starts with doing what feels right in your soul. The Fool. No baggage, no bullshit. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm willing to find out. That energy. Sometimes we want to go into things feeling like we're completely prepared. Spirit's like, you can't be prepared for this. You can't be prepared for this. You can try. You can try, and they will support you, but you can't be ready for this. This is too good. This is going to shock the fuck out of you, so might as well just jump the fuck in with both feet. Now, you know who follows the Fool in the tarot. Fool is number 0. Magician is number 1. Infinite possibilities. When it comes to projects, money, finances, Virgo, you have a great idea that can get you ahead. You've learned a lot. You've been through a lot. And you've been through a lot recently. And Spirit is like, this is interesting. Some of y'all might be like writing ebooks or like giving lessons, like teaching, Zoom or like webinars or stuff like that, because Spirit is showing me, take what you have learned over these past, and I don't know why they're putting it like this, take what you learned over these past 2 years and be like, if I could communicate to that to someone, if I could help somebody, like, how would I do that? Some of y'all might have like a freaking like a course or a video series or a PDF series of like how to this, or like how my ego died and my life came back, or whatever. Like, share the lessons that are unique to you, because you may find that they are surprisingly helpful for like a lot more people. Like, damn, your talents are converging. That's what they're saying with the Magician. So the Magician has all 4 elements on the table: Pentacle, Cup, Wand, Sword. It's time to move forward. It's time to move on. Bigger and better places, because your talents have grown bigger and better. Like I said, you go from the Fool, I'm diving in, I'm gonna do this, this feels good to me, this feels right to me, to holy shit, look at where I'm going. Look at how things are going. Look at me, everybody. Look at me. And that's not a typical Virgo fucking thing to be like, look at me, aren't I amazing? But you're gonna be feeling like you're fucking amazing. And Spirit is encouraging you to show off, and again, to take the lessons that you've learned and help them propel not just you, but other people forward. You may not even recognize yet that you have stories and experiences that will benefit other people. Even if you're not somebody who's like, I want to make a whole course or write a whole ebook about like what I've learned. You might just write some really good social media posts. And I'm just going to tell you what's coming to me, Virgo, because this is how Spirit's bringing it to me. I have a teacher in the realm of magic, etc., that was just writing these really excellent email newsletters to people who were into this stuff, right? And she wasn't doing it with any other intention except, you know, maybe to market herself and her skills. But it was just like, here, let me share these stories, and they're really well written, and they're funny, and they're interesting, and they're evocative. And what do you know? After a year and a half or whatever of sending these newsletters, she gets approached by a publisher who says, you're amazing, and I want you to write a book on magic. And next thing you know, Amazon bestseller list. So don't hesitate to share your skills, even if you're like, well, I don't know how this could lead to anything, but I do feel the urge to do it, so fucking do it. Fucking do it. Okay? Okay. Now, when it comes to relationships, connections, family, friends, the realm of emotions in general, beautiful healing energy. Beautiful healing energy. Hey, Tammy, that's amazing. This is exactly like what we're talking about. Bunch of new, yes, 10 of Cups, like new people wanting to support you all over. Oh my God! Yes, Sarah, be brave. Everybody, pay attention. She's hot. Okay. This is amazing, Virgo. Healing energy. And guess what this says also is that things are going to move. The Star, Temperance, 2 pitchers, 2 cups, moving eternally. And you know, the thing about water is that if it grows stagnant, it's no longer healthy for you. But both of these people are moving energy, are moving their gifts. Gently, too. Gently and very wholeheartedly. There's healing and there's minor adjustments, and there's a sense, Spirit is saying, of being witnessed and seen, and it's healing for you. Wow. That one kind of hit me. Okay. Oof. Hope springs eternal. Gentle, moderate movements can create miracle healing. So some of you may be reaching out to friends or family members or loved ones where you're trying to maybe build a bridge, or somebody might reach out to you and be like, here, I want to build this bridge, or like, can we heal this relationship, or etc. And if it feels right to you to extend forgiveness or to have that conversation and move some energy, then that looks good. Healer, heal thyself. You don't need to go to extremes. The only thing Spirit wants you to do with any extremeness is to jump into that which your heart is calling you to do. And not to weigh the pros and cons too much, but to be the fool and be the first person on the dance floor and do it your way. If you analyze it too much, you might change and morph into like doing it like someone else, and Spirit wants you to do you. So do you, Virgo. Woo-hoo! All right. Ooh, now from the earth back into the air, let's talk to Libra. Libra. Woo! Spirit is throwing cards. I guess they've been waiting to talk to you. Okay, all right. Get ready for it, Libra. Getting explosive over here. Okay, Libra. Libra. Libra sun. Libra moon. Libra rising. Spirit, what is Libra? Libra dominant folks, what do they need to know this week? Overall focus and energy for Libra. Okay. Followed by, ooh, okay, all right, throwing cards. Followed by money, projects, jobs, career, Spirit. When it comes to finances, projects, and resources, what does Libra need to know this week? And finally, when it comes to love, connections, family, friends, in the emotional realm, what you want to tell Libra? Ooh. Ooh, shoot. Okay. Okay. Gonna have a breakthrough, huh, Libra? Might have a breakthrough, might get an invitation, somebody might want to commit to you in one way or another. Four of Wands it's the commitment card. It is classically known as the marriage card, but this could be a partnership of any kind, right? These are general readings, Libra. Yeah, I know. It's intense. It's intense. Whew. The truth shall set you free and shall root you and bring you home. I know, but hey, if we're gonna get stalked, this is a card that I would love to get stalked by, and actually have been getting stalked by. So make a declaration. Speak your truth. If you want something, say it, because it looks like it has a wonderful outcome. And like I said, for some of you, you may be the person extending the invitation or the commitment or the question. For others of you, it's going to come to you. Like, hey, I want this, or hey, do you want to do this together? Yes, I do. Yes, I want to commit. You know, again, whether that's in relationship, whether that's in business, whether that's creatively, there is like a partnership and a commitment and a depth of honesty and heart that I really like. I mean, you're an air sign, so you need someone who can stimulate and activate your mind, and no wonder that feels like the kind of person like, oh yeah, we could do this long term. It feels really good. Speak the truth. If you want something, say something. If you want something, say something. Like, that includes self-promotion, okay? Like, here's my thing, everybody. Want my thing? Please have it. Let people help you. Let people support you, okay? That's what I'm hearing, Libra. You have a little bit of a hard time with that. Like, you feel much better and much more safe, I would say, being the giver than being the receiver. But Spirit's asking you to do some receiving this week. Let's look at money, finances, jobs. You're bigger than you think you are, Libra. You're better than you think you are, Libra. Don't box yourself in. Now, I want to be real clear. Four of Pentacles can indicate like tightening your belt, like, okay, like we don't have that much money, so I need to make sure that everything, like this bill, this, like this is all taken care of. But Four of Pentacles can indicate being a little tight and being a little bit like, oh, there's no room to move. Like, this is exactly what I've got, and if I let go of one thing, then I might not have enough of anything. And when we're like this, it's real hard for the universe to be like, here you go, because we're like, so here's the advice, Libra. Don't hoard your resources. Don't hoard your gifts, your talents. If you have something to share, share it. And if you have something to give, give it. If, like, when I say that, Even if you are in a position where you're having to tighten your belt and the budget is tight and it's like there's just enough money, because that's kind of what the Four of Pentacles can indicate, that either that's true, that it's like there's just enough money to cover everything, or it feels that way, like, oh, this is it, and like no more than that. And Spirit is like, oh no, it can be way more than that, but we really need you to be a lot more of a show off. A lot more of a show off. I mean, keys to the kingdom, right? Keys over here in your relationship sector to the kingdom. We'll talk about it. Show off, be the leader, Libra. That's the other thing about the King of Wands. You can be anywhere on the gender spectrum. That is valid. To show up as the King of Wands says you're managing your time, your talent, your energy, your gifts extremely well, and that's going to create more money for you. Now, some of you, this is what I'm hearing, some of you have like a business idea or a service or like a, I don't know, product or service or something that you make, and Spirit is like, give a little away for free. Like sharing value with people, because it's like, oh, okay, if they're sharing this for free, imagine what I'll get if I pay. And then it's like going to be really amazing, right? Or it's going to be really focused on me, right? So share a little bit of your gifts and talents. Be a little bit louder and more shameless about being a King of Wands, a talented ass, fucking creative ass, fiery ass king. And you will find that your resources multiply. Because right now you're kind of keeping it under wraps, Libra, and Spirit is ready to see you out here like a proud King of Wands, showing the fuck off. Now, when it comes to the realm of relationships, somebody wants to give to you. Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Here's the other thing. When I see the Hierophant in the realm of relationships, it's a little bit like the Four of Wands to me, because the Hierophant is massive commitment. It's doing it by the books. It's even for some people like getting married. Like, we're going to the courthouse, we're doing this thing like the legal way. So congratulations to some of you. And others of you, it may be that you are entering that kind of bond with someone where that is either a literal or a figurative eventuality. Because I'm not trying to pin, now you must marry this person that is into you. But I get that sense of like, I want to make an honest woman of you, or I want to make an honest person of you. Like, I want to, like, I'm here to put a ring on it. Like, I want this to be a done deal kind of thing. And I feel like this person is definitely approaching with honesty, even if they are coming from a bit of a humble place. Like, it's interesting, but that Page of Pentacles, I like that energy because Spirit is using the word guileless. Like, this is a very innocent energy. Monique, thank you. Somebody already made an honest woman of Monique. This is a very sweet, generous energy. And I also actually get the feeling that this person can help you with this. Like, this person, the way that they look at themselves and the way that they honor themselves and their own resources may really help you see how skilled and amazing you are and help you feel a little more free. Like, oh, so when I tell people that I have this business or this gift or this product or this service or whatever, I'm not actually being like annoying. Like, I'm actually like offering people this opportunity. Yes, Monique, that's beautiful. And that's exactly like, that's so literally what this is. It's like someone who wants to see you succeed, someone who sees that sometimes you hide because you're trying to be polite, and they're like, I don't want you to hide. I want you to be on top of the world. Like, I want you to be a leader in the game. So accept that support. Accept that beautiful support. Wow. Let people be generous to you, Libra. You are so often the one giving generosity. So let people be generous to you. It looks amazing. Again, it looks like in the relationship sector, as well as the finance, as well as the overall energy and focus for the week, what you're doing right now is building some things to last and some things that bring you a lot of joy, a lot of pleasure, a lot of pride. Pretty amazing. Pretty fucking amazing. All right. So from Aries Libra, let us descend into the deep waters of Scorpio. Ah! Don't let me lose you. Don't let me lose you. Okay, we're here. We're good. In fact, a brief intermission. Please enjoy your beverage as I murder this whole rig. Ah! This is a house tour now. Okay. All right. I'm not going to lose you, damn it. Not going to lose you today. Okay. Scorpio. Let's do this. Scorpio. Interesting. Spirit's already coming through. Ooh, chills. Interesting. Okay. Scorpio. Scorpio sun. Scorpio moon. Scorpio rising and dominant, folks. What does Scorpio need to know this week? Spirit, overall energy and focus. Okay. And when it comes to jobs, finances, money. Sarah! Thank you. You are so wonderful. And again, please, like, for real, Sarah, drop that link. And if YouTube might do a thing where they're like, oh my God, OnlyFans, and they hide it, but I'll go unhide it as soon as I can. Okay. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate that. Woo! Okay. All right. Scorpio's like, shut up and give me my read. I can feel your energy. Okay. All right. When it comes to money, projects, finances, resources for Scorpio, Spirit. Wow. Wow. It's going to be worth the wait. Okay. And when it comes to connections, Spirit, love, family, friends, what does Scorpio need to know? Whoa, you have been waiting. You've been waiting for your luck to change, Scorpio. That's what I'm seeing as I look here. And you've been waiting a while. Overall energy and focus for the week. Stressing. 4 of Cups, 9 of Swords. 4 of Cups is crossed arms waiting for that one thing to come. This is what I want. It's from the past. I don't want to look at the future. I don't want to look at the possibilities. I'm thinking about the past. I'm stacking up all the fucking swords and I'm making myself crazy. I'm driving myself nuts. I'm locking myself in place. By Spirit is not judging you, Scorpio, but you really need to take your head out of your hands. That was the politer way to say it. You need to take your head out of your hands and look at things for what they really are. You've been hyper-focused. And it's been like, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. And then being surprised why you might end up feeling like this after thinking, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. And then you start to feel fucking nuts. It's time, Scorpio, this is just how I'm hearing it, to stop looking at the past, to stop looking at empty cups and expecting them to suddenly just magically refill themselves. And this is what Spirit is literally saying, is for some of you, you're dealing with, I'm hearing this a couple different ways. For some of you, this is very straightforward, like this is an ex. For some of you, this is like a family member, where it's like, this person has never, ever filled my cups before. Why am I expecting them to fill my cups? But I just really want them to. Like, I just really want them to. And Spirit is like, Spirit is essentially saying, like, they're not gonna. This is gonna be you filling your own cups, and this is going to be you accepting something new from the universe, not the same old shit. If you try to get this, you're just gonna be sitting here staring, you know, going gray, waiting for things to change. And Spirit is like, we have something better for you. We have something that you can't even see yet because you are so focused on what didn't work out, what you're bored of, what you're disenchanted by. And Spirit's like, we're ready to fucking enchant you if you're ready to open your eyes. You know what being disenchanted is? It sounds pretty shitty. I'm disenchanted. What is a disenchantment but being freed from a spell? A spell is broken. When a spell is broken, you can get something new. You can wake up from your deep, deep Rumpelstiltskin-ass sleep, Scorpio, and receive. And receive. when it comes to projects, resources, finances, there is enormous happiness and support available to you when you push the wheel. When you push the wheel, Spirit pushes it with you. When you make a change that you know is like, this is positive, this would be good for me, this would be healthy for me to do for myself, this would be good for me to do with my budget, this would be good for me to try out in terms of learning a new skill. When you make a change, when you push the wheel, Spirit pushes with you. They do not generally take the consent out of our hands and say, I guess she's never going to get her shit together and start her YouTube channel, so we better just push that wheel for her. Like, no. Consent is everything to Spirit. Your free will is everything. If you want something to change, make a change. And it will bring you enormous joy, enormous support. That's the other thing I'm hearing, Scorpio, is some of y'all been feeling a lack of support. And Spirit's like, we have something for you. We just really need you to feel like you're worth making this change. And so I'm going to say, remembering that resources includes the body, because time, energy, effort. There's a sense in which prioritizing yourself and taking care of your body and nourishing yourself is going to have returns. It's a reframe of not, I should get up and work out because I'm blank, like my body's not good enough, I'm fat, I'm skinny, I'm this, I'm that. How about a reframe of like, I'm gonna get up early and work out because I'm worth feeling more energetic, more attractive, more excited about my life, etc. So reframe that you're worth it, that you're worth trying something new, that you're worth addressing what is creating all this anxiety and even depression in some of you, and being like, what is this really? Like, wow, okay, we're just gonna go right here because Spirit's bringing it up. When we're looking at the realm of relationships, love, connections, friends, family, etc. this week, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, an adjustment is needed. An adjustment is needed, and you will strongly benefit from there's some people in your circle, Scorpio. Hey, Bobby. There are some people in your circle, Scorpio, that are not like befitting of you. That's just what I'm hearing. Like, there are people who are, ooh, I don't like this phrase, but this is what I'm hearing, so I'm going to share it, like taking advantage. Like, Scorpio is so loyal and so passionate that if I, person that they want to date but hasn't been committing myself, call them at 2:30 in the morning from the bar, like, hey, Scorpio, oh my God, I was just thinking about you, but also could I like have a ride home? Like, if that's the extent of the contact that you're having with this person, and like that's when you get the call, is when they're sloppy drunk or high or whatever the fuck, and like Spirit's now playing a song, I think it's by the Arctic Monkeys, Why You Only Call Me When You're High. Well, they're playing that for you, Scorpio. If there's somebody who only calls you when they're high or when they're drunk or when they need something, you know what to do. And if you don't, recognize how worth you are, how worthwhile, how worth loving, how worth supporting that you are, and how when you spend your time and your energy and your effort on people who don't return the favor, and like never, that's what I'm hearing, is like these people never return the favor. Like, if you need to talk, they're never there, but when they need to talk, you're there. If somebody's being a child, if somebody's being like, get them a fucking babysitter. Like, you don't need to talk to me, you need to talk to a fucking babysitter. You need to call an Uber. Like, because I'm not Uber. Like, I'm fucking Scorpio and I got shit to do. I've got really good, important fucking things to do. So I'm not going to be here playing around, fucking around with you. Make some adjustments. Clear some people and things out of your way. Take some bullshit off of your to-do list that has to do with, like, I'm just hearing that some people are childish, and Scorpio, no, like, judgment from me or Spirit. That could include you, where you are being a little immature and you're not telling somebody what you really want because you're kind of like playing games. Like, well, if they're not going to call me, then I'm not going to call them tomorrow. Like, And y'all could do that for fucking a decade. Like, let's not. Let's not. 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, 10 and 10. You're worth it. There's a cycle completing, so move some people the fuck out of your way, because like just count them as like collateral damage in the whole cycle completion thing, because you're done feeling 9 of Swords and 4 of Cups. You're ready for some Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Cups, overwhelming joy, overwhelming change, overwhelming momentum. It just flew out of the deck again as I was trying to shuffle it back in. Spirit's like, please just double down on this. Please just double down on like what can be gained from moving some shit out of your way. Moving immature people, moving people who are playing games. And don't play with them. You can if you want. You can get down in the mud and play, but here's what's going to happen is you're going to get covered in mud. Love you, Scorpio. Okay. Take the high road. I know. You might want to take revenge, but take the high road and just let him go. That's honestly the best revenge for a fucking Scorpio, is getting somebody out of your life, because like they're gonna miss that shit. You give a lot. Save it for people who are worth it. Ooh. 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 Feel you. Feel you. Thank you for being here, Tammy. See you next week. Oof, okay. Now, let's light our fire. Let's talk to Sagittarius. Sag. Mutable, fiery Sagittarius. What do they need to know this week, Spirit? For their highest good. Sag. Sagittarius Sun. Sagittarius Moon. Sagittarius Rising and Dominant Folks. Okay. Woo, chills. Okay. Wow. Okay. So when it comes to money, finances, projects, resources, Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know for their highest good? And finally, when it comes to love, connections, relationships, what does Sagittarius need to know for their highest good this week? Woo! Okay. Man, so many chills. Hey, Chris. Wow. Okay. Dang! This must be... This is gonna be a week, y'all. Okay. Okay. Overall energy and focus for Sagittarius. This damn 9 of Swords. How many times I gotta shuffle and shuffle these cards so well. There's some anxiety this week, Sagittarius. And Spirit's advice is to put your thoughts down on paper, to ground them here in the world. Right now, what they're showing me is like the inside of your skull and like lightning bolts just ricocheting around the inside of your skull because you were like thinking. Like anxious about this, worried about this, what about this, how am I going to do that, etc. 9 of Swords is saying you are a little bit buried in your worries. It's the nightmare card, and it's the nightmare card because it's all in your mind. I don't mean that you don't have real problems. I don't mean that the things you're anxious about are not worth being anxious about. But again, Spirit is like, we need to bury the cable because lightning is ricocheting around your head right now, and we really need to ground this wire so that it's not just live and, you know, sparking off everything and everybody that it touches. A Sagittarius in a shitty mood is like not a fun thing to behold, because Sagittarius is like that happy-go-lucky sign, right? Like the eternal optimist and the wanderer and the philosopher. So seeing a Sagittarius in the doldrums, it's a sad fucking thing. It's a terrible thing. Like nobody wants that, Sagittarius. So here's what Spirit wants you to do for yourself. Knight of Pentacles. Remember that slow and steady wins the race. Remember that only one thing can be done at a time. And when you start to overwhelm yourself with all of the things you feel like you need to take care of, or all of the things that you're worried about, breathe. Hey, Linda. Breathe and do a brain dump. Pull out a piece of paper, pull out a notebook, set a timer for 10 minutes, and dump every single thing that you're worried about, or that you need to do, or that you're like, I've got to finish this by this time. Just dump it all out. And once that timer rings, then you're going to take that brain dump and you're going to start ranking it. This is what's most important. This is what would create the most like spaciousness or momentum. Like this is what would make me more money. This is what would make me calmer, and start ranking and deciding what needs to be done one by one by one. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't spread yourself too thin. 9 of Swords. Yes, there are reasonable things to be worried about, but Spirit is advising you when people try to speed you up and force you to come up with something fast and it starts screwing with your anxiety, slow down. Slow down. In a world, in a society that is constantly pushing us to produce, to create, to be like on all cylinders at all times, it is a reasonable act of rebellion to say, your lack of planning is not my emergency. My next 3 days are filled up by this, this, and that. I can get back to you next week. Knight of Pentacles. Calm, collected, slow and steady wins the race. What you are working on, what you are cultivating, has huge potential. It has legs. It just needs your slow and steady effort. When we plant a seed, we don't grow an orchard overnight. But if we go to it and we nurture it, we water it, we give it food, we sit there and sing to it, talk to it, etc. When we give our love and our time to something, it will grow and it will support us. And there's more evidence for that later in your reading, but we will get there. When it comes to money, finances, projects, this is such an interesting dichotomy, Sagittarius. Queen of Swords, Queen of Words, Queen Communicator. You can be anywhere on the gender spectrum and come through as queen. The Queen and King thing has nothing to do with gender or sex, everything to do with personality type. The Queen of Swords is a master strategist. She is also a great community leader. She gathers people around her by virtue of being fucking really smart and really incisive and really knowing, like, you don't want to get in an argument with the Queen of Swords because she will set you right. And you are the Queen of Swords this week, Sagittarius. So here's the interesting thing. Queen of Swords pitted against the Moon. Queen of Swords is a logical queen, a military queen. The Moon is all about our emotions, our memories, our past, those fears and worries. Hello. Swimming around in the murky depths, just waiting, while we're out here partying under the moon, just waiting to grab us around the ankle and drag us into our memories, our past, our concerns. Now, Spirit is just doubling down on, this is why we want you to do a brain dump. This is why we want you to take out a piece of paper and be like, here's all the things I'm afraid of. And particularly, they're saying, here's all the things I'm afraid of when I take the lead. And when I get in the spotlight, here's what I'm afraid will happen to me when I get in the spotlight. Because if you look at the fears, hey, Linda, perfect timing, a little shadow work. When you look at the fears, then they're no longer here. Pull out this lovely lady and be like, hey, you want to dance with us under the moon? That's what we're doing. And have a little party, okay? If you need to have a pity party, if you need to have a petty party, whatever. But you need to get with what you are worried about and afraid of and unclear about when it comes to where you want to be in your professional life. What am I scared of? And what do I desperately want? Am I ashamed of wanting to be well known or rich or whatever? And if I am, why? And interview your fears. Interview your confusion. We're not trying to stab it. We're not trying to shut it in the basement and lock it in there because that's what got us into this trouble in the first place. Want to go down to the basement, turn on the light and be like, hey, you want to come out? Want to come out and talk? Hey, skeletons in the closet. I just made some tea. Y'all want to come sit down on the couch? Let's have a conversation. Why are you hiding? And let's talk about why I stuck you in there in the first place. And my bad, you didn't deserve that. Let's talk. Bring her out. Dance with her under the moon, Queen of Swords. Give her a chance to explain herself. Give her a chance to understand, and you will find that exponentially, your wealth improves. From a Queen of Swords to a Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles in the first part of your reading, graduating to a Queen of Pentacles, someone who has plenty and enough to share with all the people around her. Someone who is on very fertile ground, where it's like, oh, this is just the beginning. We have all kinds of possibilities ahead of us. So let's move directly there. Queen of Pentacles in your realm of money, or I'm so sorry, in your realm of relationships. And here, Page of Wands, 10 of Wands, you taking on a little too much, Sagittarius. You're expecting a lot of yourself, and you are at your best when you are liberated, when you are traveling light. So I want to say, Sagittarius, it feels like some of you are taking something all the way this week. That's what I'm feeling with the 10 of Wands, is like, I do feel like there's a completion of a project, or it's like you're so close. It's like in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and then you're going to be finished. And that is going to lighten your load so much. And I feel like the work is worth it. I feel like it puts you in a state of like, look at her, so calm, and just enjoying and regarding her pentacle, her skill. I also get the feeling that some people want to support you this week, and you should allow them to do that. Somebody may be the Queen of Pentacles to your Queen of Swords, who's like, oh, hey, do you need help like putting that down on paper or creating a plan on how to do that? I can help you with that. And you're like, oh my God, would you please? Like, because that would be great. And remember, when we meet a court card in the tarot, it is because there is that aspect that wants to resonate in us. So Sagittarius, Spirit wants you to feel a little richer, a little more skilled, a little more solid within yourself, a little more at peace within yourself. Mind, body, heart, and soul. So no hiding from yourself, and no part of you is undesirable. Every aspect of you, including, and this is important with that moon card, including and especially the parts of yourself you like the least, there's a reason they exist, and it's not because you're a bad person or a selfish person or this or that. It's like, oh right, I went through this as a child or an adolescent or in my 20s or whatever, and now like I have a little bit of, I'm a little guarded when it comes to people, or I'm a little withholding when it comes to my emotions, or etc. Like, and give yourself compassion and understand where that comes from, because that begins the process of detachment. And the more that we upgrade the way that we see ourselves and appreciate ourselves, the more we upgrade how we can be seen and appreciated by others in every way, financially, emotionally, etc. And Spirit wants you to be stepping more into your leadership and growing something for yourself. So it's worth the effort. Okay. So now, on back to the earth, to the all-terrain vehicle of the zodiac. Let's talk to Capricorn. A little good Queen of Pentacles opener to talk to Capricorn. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay, Spirit. Let's do it. What does Capricorn need to know, Spirit? Capricorn. Capricorn Sun. Capricorn Moon. Capricorn Rising and Dominant Folks. What do they need to know for their highest good this week? Overall focus and energy for Capricorn. The truth for their highest good. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yay! Let's do it. Okay. And when it comes to money, jobs, finances. Ceci, thank you so much. I will fully buy a cup of coffee. Thank you. Yay. I appreciate you. Okay. Capricorn. Capricorn, when it comes to money, jobs, finances, what does Capricorn need to know this week? Okay. And finally, when it comes to love, connections, family, friends, Spirit, what do you want to focus on for Capricorn this week for their highest good? Okay. Wow. Woo, woo, okay. Ooh. If the sun or the star weren't enough, how about both at the same time, Capricorn? What has been hidden will become very clear this week. What you may have been silently hoping for becomes like lit up. And oh my God, I know exactly what to do. I know exactly where I'm going. I am so glad that I followed my faith. I am so glad that I kept my eyes on my North Star. You know, we know the stars, they're there all the time. The sun is the biggest star in our universe, but we only see most of the stars at night, particularly that North Star, the one by which we orient ourselves. So Spirit is saying, congratulations, Capricorn, on kind of finding your way to finally a place where, boy, I was guiding myself by the stars all night long, and now the sun is up and I can see exactly where I'm going. You're gonna be so proud of yourself. That's what I really feel. And I've got lots of reasons to believe that, so we're gonna keep going and discover, but this is beautiful, Capricorn. This is like, if you've been waiting for a moment to take a leap of faith, if you've been waiting for a moment to show something to the world, to declare something, to want something, yes, Capricorn, North Node. North Node is huge. We need to like do a whole video about the North Node, because that's huge. That's wonderful, and you should, yes, grab that. North Node, North Star, hey. Wow. Congratulations, Capricorn. That's what I want to say. And pride in yourself, your independence, your individuality is super highlighted, not just because of the sun, but let's keep going. When it comes to money, jobs, projects, finances, Nine of Cups is wishes coming true. Wish upon a star, wishes come true. When you work with the person, the people, the team, that is like, we are on the same page. We have different talents, one in the sea, one on the land, but we are here to exchange. We are here to bring our talents together. There's chemistry here. There's great promise here. And getting to kick back and be proud of yourself and what you've created. This feels wonderful. I feel like you hit a milestone this week. I feel some of you this may be the initial partnering that you're doing with somebody, but it's like, oh my God, this is like a match made in heaven, career-wise. Like, we work together so beautifully, and 2 has become 9 just from putting our 2 heads and hearts together. And the beautiful thing is there's a partnership, and yet, again, with that Sun card, and I'll talk about why even more, but you being center stage and you being proud of yourself and what you've created, that's what's highlighted here. You appreciating yourself and being appreciated by other people. So yes, you're going to get assistance, but let's not forget you're a star. Now, why am I saying Spirit is like tripling down on your success as an individual, and you're being celebrated and seen as an individual for all of your skills and talents and beauty. Sun, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. You, independent, happy, successful, able to clearly see what you have done and built and created for yourself. Like celebrating the wealth, the money, the life that you have built for yourself. And here's the thing, Capricorn, even if you're not yet at a place, I mean, 9 of Pentacles is like, wow, I'm doing so well. Yep, and single. Happy, single, independent, and all good. Like, oh, I love who I am. I love who I am better than I've ever loved her before or him before. Like, ha! Yes! I love it. Fighting him off with a stick. You may well be. You may well be, Capricorn. 9 of Pentacles is pride in yourself and your work, which is one of the things Capricorn loves most. You have the upper hand. 7 of Wands. You have what it takes. So if you're hesitating, if you're holding back on maybe saying what you want, if in the context of relationships, in any context, honestly, if you're holding back on saying what you want, this would be the week to be like, this is what I want, because it looks like you're gonna fucking get it. And it looks like you're fighting extremely well. And coming from a place of like calm and pride, where, you know, sometimes the 7 of Wands can indicate like too much heat or something like that. But this just to me feels like, oh yeah, you have the upper hand, you have the higher ground. When they go low, we go high, that kind of thing. And take them for what they got. You're gonna take all their wands, and then you'll move on to the 8 of Wands, where you're speeding forward when you're off. Like, ain't that the thing, Capricorn? Trust yourself and your talents and be willing to be seen. Be willing to be seen and be willing to share what it is that you do with people. Don't think of it as prideful. Don't think of it as egotistical to share what you're really good at. Like, you're giving people an opportunity to get something that they want. So show off. Show the fuck off, all right? And celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Ooh, okay. So, from the sea goat to the water bearer, let's talk to Aquarius. Aquarius. Aquarius sun, Aquarius moon, Aquarius rising and dominant folks. What does Aquarius need to know, Spirit, for their highest good? Overall energy and focus this week for Aquarius. Interesting. Spirit is ready to throw these cards. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius. Overall energy and focus for Aquarius. The truth for their highest good. All right. Ooh. That holds a lot of potential. A lot of potential there, Saturnian. Hope it works out for you. Trust yourself and your skills. Oof. Okay. Ooh, okay. Wow. Spirit's talking. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius. When it comes to money, projects, finances for Aquarius, what do they need to know, Spirit? Their highest good. Okay, you want a bonus card? You the boss. And finally, Spirit, when it comes to love, connections, friends, family, loved ones, what does Aquarius need to know for their highest good? All right. Ooh. Wow. Any of y'all got Capricorn placements? Step into your authority. Spirit couldn't be louder. Step into your authority, Aquarius. You've been holding back. No one's judging you except you, and you're judging yourself hard enough for the rest of us. You don't need anybody guarding you and keeping you in place when an Aquarius has such high standards for themselves that it's like, oh no, if I'm not perfect, like, why would I even do it? I'm not that great. And Spirit's like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Can you please accept it? Because a lot of other people around you have already accepted it and been telling you. So if, everybody in the room can see it except you, it might be time to listen. And I know, you're an individual. You're offbeat. You do it your own way. You're the water bearer. And the Hierophant indicates, doing things by the books. Feel you, Lori. Feel you. It's time to step into what you know and what you do so well. And to, show off is, maybe that's too strong a phrase for some of you. So if show off is too much, step into your authority. Stop bullshitting that you're not good enough. And if you have real concerns and things about your abilities, then I'm going to need you to take off the blindfold and at the very least look at them and decide if they're actually worth anything. Or if you just want to literally and figuratively shrug off these fucking bonds and go. Because there's leadership here. There's rising up the ranks. There's passing through new and higher gates to new positions. So for some of you, this could be an actual literal promotion in the workplace, or you may be promoting yourself to a leadership position in life and opening up kind of a new avenue of income. Why do I say that? Let's move right over into jobs, finances, resources for Aquarius. Dive in, be brave, go for it. Yes, you may be the first one on the dance floor. Yes, other people may look at you like, oh, what do they think they're doing? I think you're doing exactly what you need to be doing. I think you're finding out what you're made of. I think you're growing more and more actually sure of yourself this week. You may start off with some Eight of Swords hesitation and concern and an analysis paralysis, but Spirit is like, think about everything that you've been through and gathered and learned over the years and how well you wield them. Wield them and be willing to be seen for them, and they will create a place for you that is warm and happy and steady and built to last. This Four of Wands has been chasing some of y'all. And we love to see a reduction from a Nine of Wands to the Four of Wands. A feeling of, oh, I can rest. Oh, I'm safe. Like, oh, I don't need to be like overexerting myself just constantly. This is, you are on the precipice of something, Aquarius, and this is what you're on the precipice of. Like, oh, finally, I can chill. Like, I've done enough being daring and enough taking on big, massive challenges and learning what I need to learn from them for a while. And now I can sit kind of pretty. This is commitment. This is appreciation. This is joining even an organization. Four of Wands, the Hierophant. You may well be asked to lead an organization or lead a team, or at least just provide leadership, and take it. It's yours. It's yours. Now, so much motion and possibility and arrival this week. When it comes to love, connections, emotions, here's your card, Aquarius, the water bearer. Hope springs eternal. This is purity. This is innocence. This is giving of yourself, and then the world responding with enormous momentum and positive change. So in the realm of your relationships, when you are brave enough to be vulnerable, when you are brave enough to take off all of your armor and share what feels like it comes straight from your heart, the world moves for people who allow themselves to be moved, Aquarius. So allow yourself to be moved and to move others, and the world will move to match you. Some of you are looking for the kind of love where you can be this type of vulnerable, this type of hopeful, where it feels this type of magical. And listen, Aquarius, magical people get magical love. So I'm gonna need you to step more firmly into what a magical motherfucker you are. And then expect a magical love to follow. A magical job, a magical journey to follow. It's a magical mystery tour. All right. I hope that that is helpful for you, Aquarius. Seeing stars looks pretty amazing. And finally, we move to patient Pisces. It's your turn. Let's see what's up for our fishy friends this week. Pisces. Pisces sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. Spirit, what do Pisces people need to know this week for their highest good? Overall energy and focus for Pisces. Pisces. Pisces sun, moon, rising, and dominant folks. What do they need to know? Okay. All right. And when it comes to money, jobs, finances, resources, what do they need to know? Okay. Okay. And finally, when it comes to love, connections, friends, family, Spirit, what do you want to let Pisces know this week for their highest good? Okay. Woo! Wow. Wow. Well, you have an appropriately watery reading here, Pisces. Let's get into your overall energy and focus for the week. A slight adjustment makes your wishes come true. The willingness to move some things around, to gently adjust your way of doing things, brings about magic. Nine of Cups is, I am so happy with myself. Yes, Lori. Yes, you are. Look how proud. Look how delighted. And look how restful. Like, ooh, Maggie. See, this is why it's like so good to know your multiple signs, because when you're stalked by a certain card, it's like, yes, please note that. Please note that. Nine of Cups is pride. Pride in yourself, but not just pride. It's like, I feel so good. My heart is so full. My heart is so full that it's almost overflowing, but overflowing would be the 10 of Cups. But you are so there, full to the brim, so full that you have room to share and to give. 1 foot on land, 1 foot in the sea, Pisces. You are the sign of transcendence. Making some healthy changes. Celebrating yourself. Centering yourself. Spirit just said that. So center yourself a little bit, Pisces. What do you want? What do you deserve? Oh, that is a beautiful compliment, Lori. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm going to get better at these damn compliments. I'm going to get better at it. Thank you. Yes, exactly. 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 Now, there's so much coming to you this week. When it comes to money, jobs, finances, I feel like someone makes you an offer. I feel like someone says, we'd love you to sign this contract and do this. Like, hey, surprise, I would love to work with you. Or, hey, surprise, how about this? I've brought you this offer. Or, what about this option? And, I mean, Page of Cups is a message that you get that just, like, lights up your heart. The page tends to be, especially the Page of Cups, tends to be someone, they may be literally chronologically younger, or they may just have a very youthful, like exuberant, loving attitude, because a Page of Cups is a very innocent, sweet, like open energy. Somebody wants to give you, and it is just, it is right, it is in balance for you to receive from this person. Wow. And again, I'm also getting this feeling of signing contracts or making agreements. So if it's not like a literal contract that you're signing, it might be just setting up like, well, this is how it's going to work, and this is when we're going to show up, and this is your part, this is my part. Balance, right? Justice. I think that this is an excellent choice. I think that whatever this offer is, it works very strongly in your favor. You need to go by your own free will and what feels right to you, Pisces, but I feel like you're going to make a good decision about a surprising, delightful invitation and offer to center you. To center you. Yay! Clap away, because we ain't even done. We haven't even talked about the realm of love, Pisces. Coupling up, are we? A King of Cups, a Queen of Swords. A pretty straight up, straightforward partnership. Remembering that King and Queen have nothing to do with sex and gender, everything to do with personality type. King of Cups is a healer. Deep healer. Could be a literal counselor, psychiatrist, doctor, therapist, etc. This person, whether they do it professionally or it is just in their essence, this person is a deep feeler and a big healer. And they know their skills very well. They have a quiet, deeply abiding, enduring confidence about them, but they're not bombastic. It's not like, I'm the shit, I'm the shit, I'm the shit. It's very, you know, those, it's like, there's a reason big dogs don't bark, that kind of thing. Like, small dogs feel like they have to bark a lot. That's what Spirit is saying. This person's a big dog. This person's a big dog. They don't have to bark a lot. And whether you consider yourself to be the King of Cups in this scenario where you are the one who is the healer, the quiet one, you know, Pisces, right? King of Cups, that would make sense. Or you see yourself more as this Queen of Swords, someone who is very mentally agile, someone who is very, like Spirit is saying, funny. So this person has a really good sense of humor, very quick, the Queen of Swords is, and she is also the Queen of Words, the messenger, the communicator, and the community leader. She may be one of these people that's making you an offer to center you. But I feel like you're partnering up, and this is where the air meets the sea. They may not be the King and Queen of Cups or the King and Queen of Swords, but sometimes it is a mix of the elements that creates the best match. Maybe you're not here to do one element, you're here to do a landscape. You're here to change the whole landscape of the world with this person, potentially. You doing big things, Pisces? You doing big things with big people, Pisces, huh? You centering yourself? You healing your life, Pisces? What up? What up? Huh? Damn, it's right. Oh, damn. Damn for all of us. That 9 of Cups, that 4 of Wands, just chasing everybody. you know what? Wishes come true when we start to actually believe that we're worth it. So work on that and the other stuff will take care of itself. Now that's a universal message for everybody. You're worth it. And Mickey Bianco, I do not give a fuck what you think. I love y'all. We did it. My phone only got murdered one time. I appreciate y'all so, so much. Oh, it's my total pleasure, Maggie. This is one of my favorite parts of the week. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you to those of you who took the time to comment and like and subscribe and donate, all of that. It makes a huge difference for the channel. It's like, it means more to me than I can express without bursting into embarrassing tears. So do that. Thank you for being here, y'all. And I will see you next week for my birthday stream. Yay! Very excited. Very excited. Got a couple of interesting things actually on the docket for next week's reading. So look forward to that. It's gonna be a little different than usual. Okay. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Take care. Have a wonderful week. And I will see you next Saturday. Yay! Thank you. I will see y'all next Saturday.